Hey, Kristian here. A little walk around my the rental we're leaving here in Naples, Florida. Got a bird competing with me here today. Looks like. I want to do a video on my mindset when I got started with Doobly, the decisions I made in the first couple of days, the team that I aligned myself with. This is a video that'll help to answer questions that I get from people a lot about what did you do, how did you do it, how in the world is all this stuff happening, how do you have a situation where you have people on your team, probably better than a dozen people on my team, that in their first full calendar month they made over $20,000. How does something like that happen? How does something like that start? It's a really good question. And that's actually a better question than what are you doing now? I get a lot of people asking, what are you doing today? I want to do what you're doing. But the reality is a better question to ask is, how did you start? I think. How did you start, and how can I do what you did when you were starting? I'm going here, it's hot. So first let me say this. I got started as a TLA, or a PPA, they're calling it now, Partner Program Accelerator. $2,500 deal. That's how I started, and if I were broke, that's how I would have started still. My thinking on this topic is that you got to bring it. That's my attitude. I don't do it halfway, and a lot of people on my team feel the same way. What's kind of interesting is I've heard things like the speed of the leader is the speed of the group, and some other classic kind of MLM sayings. And I've seen those kinds of things really to be true. So I would encourage you, see if I can get the sun out of the picture here. I would encourage you to strongly consider your position here. If you're looking at this and you're going, I would like to have a $20,000 first month, or a $5,000 first month, or a $100,000 first month, whatever it is you're looking to have. If it's a big number, if it feels like a big number to you, then I promise you're going to have to make a big commitment. You're not going to be able to get away with sticking your foot in the door, sticking your toe in the water, starting at a team member position. You cannot let yourself do that. That would be my advice for you. Okay? So then the next question is, how do you do what you do? Or what's going on? What are you doing? Or what did you do to get launched? So along with an aggressive, I'm getting everything kind of an attitude and action in the beginning, I did, let me think here, I made 2 lists basically. I kept my business really, really simple. I made 2 lists. One was people that I know who have good work ethics, who I like, and in most cases people who don't understand marketing, who don't understand recruiting, and who would rather die than sell something to somebody. So that probably, if you're paying attention here, you probably, wow, it's a big moth. That describes probably a lot of people that you know. And if you've been around MLM or network marketing much, I probably just described a lot of people that most of us would choose not to try to recruit, specifically because they'd rather die than recruit. They'd rather die than sell something to somebody. And in MLM, you have to recruit and sell a ton for a long time. Otherwise, you're going to fail, right? So those people, talking about the first list here still, those people that we normally would not recruit, we can and should recruit into Doobly. These are good people with good work ethics that can come in here and work the SEO side, work the team side, come in and do jobs, and do really well. Those are the kind of people I'm talking about. So I have recruited lots of people like that. I'm sure some of my friends that are watching this video are going, hey, he's describing me. I love you. I'm glad you're here. You're in the right place at the right time. And you should tell a friend or two. I know you'd rather die than recruit. But who do you know that has a good work ethic that you like and trust that could come in here and do some jobs and be rewarded really, really well? Think about that and spread the word. Okay, so that's the first list. The other list, and this is how I've run my whole it's almost been 2 months. As of tomorrow, it'll be 2 months. My whole first 2 months here, this is how I've worked. My other list is highly connected salespeople, marketers, recruiters, very connected business people, things like that. People like that. People with tons of connections. People that if they say something, a lot of people listen, and probably a lot of people will move. You know, some of these will be big MLMer guys that you know, or gals. There's something really big in there. I think it's a snake, based on how it sounds. I really want to go catch it, but I'm making you guys a video, so I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so 2 lists. I have lived in those 2 lists for 2 months. And here's the other thing. I take action now. Watching this video, if you are in the team somewhere, if you are in WooCar somewhere, my advice to you, or for you, would be to shut this video off when it's done, close YouTube, don't be distracted. It's so easy to be distracted. It's so easy to plan. Hey Carter, come look at this. It's so easy to think about what you're going to do and talk about what you're going to do. Look at that right there.
What is that?
It's a giant moth. And not do stuff, right? So the weekend comes and goes, the week comes and goes, and you've talked to 4 people. That is not how I work. So if you're watching this video going, I just want to chill and make a little bit of money, this is the wrong video for you. If you're watching this video going, how in the world are you doing that, and how can I do it? How can I make as much as possible? Wow, so many bugs out here right now. You have to take massive action. You have to stop talking, you have to stop thinking, and you have to start doing. This group, the leadership, Matt Trainer and Rich Cook, and all the guys on the inside at the core of this group, we're very much a fire, aim, ready kind of a group, and I love it. It's all about taking action. Imperfect action is better than perfect action. Imperfect action now is better than perfect action later. Okay, so really seriously keep this stuff in mind, ingrain it, and take action now. I had something else I wanted to throw in here. It's starting to get to be a long video. I'm trying to think here. This has been really simple. In closing, let me say this. Kristian and I have earned over $300,000 in less than 2 months. We're averaging over $10,000 a day in personal income, well over 10, that's like over 12 a day lately. And my life continues to be pretty simple, other than the move from this house to the other house, and you know, not having internet, and other than some stuff like that going on. My life has been pretty simple. It's about action, 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 just constant action. Telling the story, retelling the story 100 times throughout the day, and just simply getting the word out and letting people know this is what's going on. This is why I think you would fit great here. This is why I think you would love it. This is why this all makes sense from a logical perspective. If you cut the emotion, you cut the marketing, and you just look at how the money flows and what this business is all about, people start to go, holy cow, how can I say no to that? And next thing you know, your business is growing. So, bottom line, I would encourage massive action. You will not get massive results without massive action. So take it. Take my advice, please. Make those lists. Start working those lists. Get to work. We'll have other content coming. I want to say thank you to Matt Trainer and Rich Cook for twisting my arm to look at Doobly in the first place almost 2 months ago. I did not want to look, and I got to give a lot of credit to Rich for pushing and pushing and pushing on me. He knew it made sense. He knew I would love it if I took a chance to look at it. And sure enough, he was right. So thanks, Rich. Thanks, Matt. See you guys on the other side.